There's one version of Titanic we have never seen until this morning.
That's right. Experts have used special technology to map the entire ship on the ocean floor and create its digital twin.
The grand staircase is gone. The dining halls have collapsed. But deep within the Titanic's first-class section, a single cabin door remained shut for over a century. A new underwater drone just managed to peer inside. What it found has shocked everyone from marine biologists to historians. It wasn't just preserved furniture or forgotten luggage. It was something else, something impossible that rests in the dark. The footage is rewriting what we know about the deep sea and the world's most famous shipwreck. The tomb is opened. The most shocking fact is the level of preservation in certain areas. As the drone navigated the tight, claustrophobic corridors, its powerful LED lights illuminated scenes that defied belief. In one section of the first-class promenade, a row of deck chairs lay toppled over, coated in a century of silt, but otherwise eerily intact. But what many overlooked in initial reports was the smaller, more personal details. The camera panned over a pair of leather shoes, resting side by side on the seabed floor inside a cabin, as if their owner had just taken them off. Nearby, a porcelain doll with a haunting, vacant stare sat propped against a pile of debris, its once white dress now a ghostly gray. The drone then ascended toward the area where the legendary grand staircase once stood. Of course, the magnificent wooden structure is long gone, consumed by microbes over the decades. What remains is a gaping, cavernous void, a dark wound in the heart of the ship. But as the drone's lights scanned the edges of this chasm, they caught something glinting, fragments of the ornate iron railings, twisted and bent but still recognizable. The sight was a powerful reminder of the ship's former glory, a stark contrast to its current state of ruin. To put it mildly, it was a deeply emotional moment for everyone watching. But the truly jaw-dropping discovery came when the drone ventured into a previously unexplored section of the ship. Squeezing through a collapsed doorway, it entered what appeared to be a steward's pantry. Here, things were different. Stacks of plates were still sitting on shelves, held in place by fallen debris. A rack of wine bottles, many of them unbroken, lay half-buried in the silt. It was as if time had stopped. The water here was so cold and oxygen poor that decay had slowed to a crawl. But then the camera focused on something that made everyone lean closer to their screens. Pinned beneath a fallen cabinet was what looked like a leather-bound journal. Even from the drone's camera, the team could see that it was sealed shut, its contents a complete mystery. An object like this surviving for over 100 years in these conditions is practically unheard of. What secrets could it hold? The thing nobody tells you is just how dangerous this exploration is. Every move the drone makes is a calculated risk. A wrong turn could snag its fiber optic tether on a jagged piece of metal, trapping it forever. Stirring up too much sediment could create a blinding cloud, leaving the pilot flying blind in a maze of rusted steel. The team had to navigate through this underwater graveyard with the precision of a surgeon, knowing that the wreck is incredibly fragile. Parts of the ceiling and walls could collapse at any moment. You can see this tension everywhere in the footage, in the slow, deliberate movements of the drone. It's a dance between cutting-edge technology and a century-old tomb. The first part of the mission was a success, but it left the team with more questions than answers. The impossible preservation, the mysterious journal. It was all just the beginning. What the drone found next went from mysterious to deeply unsettling. Sentinel of the deep. So, how did a machine manage to go where no human ever could? You see, the drone that explored the Titanic isn't your average remote-controlled toy. It's a marvel of engineering, built to withstand one of the most hostile environments on our planet. Many people are crazy about drone technology, but this is on a whole other level. The wreck of the Titanic lies at a depth of about 12,500 feet. At that depth, the water pressure is over 6,000 pounds per square inch. That's like having 3 pickup trucks stacked on every inch of your body. Ordinary materials would be crushed into a pancake instantly. Because of this, the drone's body is forged from a specialized titanium alloy, the same kind of stuff used in deep-sea military submersibles and spacecraft. It's designed to be both incredibly strong and surprisingly lightweight. The camera itself is housed behind a lens made of synthetic sapphire, several inches thick, capable of resisting the immense pressure without distorting the images. What many overlooked is the complexity of its power and communication system. The drone is connected to the surface ship by a tether that is miles long. This isn't just a simple cable. It's a bundle of fiber optic wires that transmit high-definition video in real time and carry power down to the drone's motors and lights. And light is absolutely crucial. At this depth, the ocean is a realm of eternal darkness. The drone is equipped with an array of advanced LED light panels that can cast a beam of pure white light over 100 feet, cutting through the murky abyss. But not all things are what they seem when it comes to underwater lighting. If the lights are too bright or aimed incorrectly, they can cause marine snow, the tiny particles of organic debris floating in the water, to light up, creating a blizzard effect that completely blinds the camera. The pilots have to constantly adjust the intensity and angle to get a clear shot, a process that is more art than science. Maneuvering inside a crumbling shipwreck is, to put it mildly, a nightmare. The Titanic is a twisted maze of collapsed decks, hanging wires, and sharp, rusty metal. To navigate this, the drone uses a system of 12 thrusters. Unlike a normal drone with 4 rotors, these thrusters are positioned all around its body, allowing it to move in any direction: up, down, sideways, forward, backward, and even rotate on a single point with pinpoint accuracy. The pilots on the surface control it using a setup that looks like something out of a sci-fi movie, with joysticks, monitors showing multiple camera angles, and sensor readouts. The most shocking fact, however, might be the AI co-pilot. While human pilots are in control, an advanced artificial intelligence system runs in the background. This AI uses a suite of sonar sensors to constantly map the drone's immediate surroundings in 3 dimensions. If the pilot gets too close to a wall or a piece of debris, the AI will automatically fire the thrusters to prevent a collision. It acts as a safety net, an extra set of eyes that can react faster than any human. This technology is what makes it possible to fly through hallways that are barely wider than the drone itself. It's the secret sauce that allows for such an intimate exploration of the wreck. This isn't just a camera, it's a sentient explorer, a robotic ghost sent to wander the halls of the Titanic. This incredible machine gave us the pictures, but what it documented is rewriting history, the blueprint of decay. For decades, our understanding of the Titanic wreck was based on external photographs and sonar scans. We had a good map of the outside, but the inside was a black box, a puzzle we could only guess at. The thing nobody tells you is that this new drone footage is doing more than just showing us spooky pictures. It's allowing scientists to create the first ever comprehensive 3-dimensional map of the ship's interior. This is a complete game changer. Using a technique called photogrammetry, computers analyze thousands of high-definition images from the drone, measuring distances and angles to build a perfect, virtual model of the wreck. This digital twin of the Titanic is revealing some stunning secrets about the ship's final moments and its century-long decay. For example, the popular theory has always been that the ship broke cleanly into 2 main pieces, but the new interior map suggests the breakup was far messier. The drone footage from deep within the stern section shows massive structural failures and tearing patterns that indicate the ship was twisted and ripped apart with unimaginable force. What many overlooked before were the internal stresses. This new data is allowing engineers to create new simulations of the sinking, giving us a much more accurate and frankly more violent picture of how the unsinkable ship met its end. You can see this everywhere in the new model. Rooms that were thought to be completely destroyed are partially intact, while other areas believed to be stable are on the verge of total collapse. One of the most shocking facts to emerge is the rate of decay. By comparing the new maps to older, less detailed surveys, scientists have discovered that the wreck is deteriorating much faster than previously thought. The iconic captain's bathtub, a famous feature from earlier dives, is now gone, having collapsed through the floor. The main mast has crumbled. Entire sections of the deck are peeling away like old paint. The culprit is a type of iron-eating bacteria that is creating massive, icicle-like formations of rust, nicknamed rusticles, which are slowly consuming the ship's steel hull. This three-dimensional map is also helping to solve some of the Titanic's lingering mysteries. Remember that sealed journal found in the pantry? Using the digital model, researchers can study the room where it was found without physically disturbing it. They can analyze the debris field, figure out how the cabinet fell, and plan a potential future mission to retrieve it with minimal risk to the surrounding environment. It's like a virtual archaeological dig. To put it mildly, this technology allows for a level of planning and precision that was impossible just a few years ago. But not all things are what they seem. The mapping has also uncovered anomalies, features that just don't make sense. In one of the cargo holds, the drone detected a large, unusually shaped object that doesn't match anything on the ship's manifest or blueprints. It's covered in sediment, its true form a mystery. Is it a piece of machinery that broke loose, or is it something else? This discovery has ignited a firestorm of speculation. The new map is an invaluable scientific tool, but it's also a treasure map, pointing the way to new questions and deeper enigmas. This new knowledge forces us to face a difficult and deeply human question: a grave disturbed. Exploring the Titanic is not like exploring ancient ruins on land. You see, this is a grave site. More than 1,500 men, women, and children lost their lives when the ship went down. For over a century, their final resting place has been guarded by the deep ocean. The drone's journey inside the wreck has brought back incredible knowledge, but it also raises profound ethical questions. How do we balance our quest for discovery with respect for the dead? This is a debate that has surrounded the Titanic since its discovery, but the new, intimate footage has made it more urgent than ever. The team behind the mission was acutely aware of this. The thing nobody tells you is the emotional weight carried by these explorers. Many of them described feeling like they were trespassing in a sacred place. Before the mission, they consulted with historians, maritime archaeologists, and even descendants of Titanic survivors. The consensus was that the mission should be conducted with the utmost respect, treating the wreck as a memorial, not just a scientific specimen. This meant strict rules. The drone was not allowed to touch anything, and it was programmed to stay a safe distance from any potential human remains. What many overlooked is the public's reaction. While most people have been fascinated by the new footage, some find it deeply disturbing. For descendants of the victims, seeing images of their ancestors' personal belongings, a suitcase, a pair of shoes, a child's toy, can be an incredibly painful reminder of their family's loss. They are torn between the desire to see and learn more, and the feeling that this final resting place should be left in peace. There is no easy answer, and you can see this division everywhere online and in public discussions. One of the most shocking facts is that the Titanic wreck is not protected like a traditional cemetery. It lies in international waters, which has led to a long and complicated history of salvage operations, tourism, and exploration. While some organizations advocate for preserving the site as a maritime memorial, others have argued for retrieving artifacts for display in museums. This new drone footage, showing how rapidly the wreck is decaying, has intensified this debate. Some argue that we must recover important artifacts like the mysterious journal before they are lost forever. Others believe that the ship and everything inside it should be allowed to return to nature, undisturbed. To put it mildly, the team faced a dilemma with every new image that appeared on their screens. What do you do when you find something as personal as a locket, or as haunting as that porcelain doll? The decision was made to share the footage in a way that emphasizes the human story and the scale of the tragedy, rather than just the cool technology or the treasure. It's a way of turning the exploration into an act of remembrance. But not all things are what they seem, and the line between respectful documentation and ghoulish intrusion is a fine one. This new chapter of the Titanic is just beginning, but it leaves us with a difficult question. Should we continue to push into this sacred gravesite, or is it time to let the ocean keep its secrets? Let us know your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more journeys into the unknown.